I too was a student of Dolores, and I certainly hope I don't let her down. But my grandmother, who we lovingly referred to as Nanny, was an only child with a first cousin named Ernest, with whom she was very close. They played together, they worked in the family vineyards together, and they attended Sunday school together. They lived an idyllic life until the seeds of anti-Semitism stripped them of their youth. Shortly after Hitler's rise to power, my grandparents, along with Ernest, fled Nazi Germany and eventually settled in Houston, where my grandparents started the family meat business. During those early days in the mid-1940s, it was a prosperous time for the meat industry, as meat was rationed for the troops. Ernest, who also worked in the family business, married a lovely young lady named Rose, but unfortunately, they were unable to have children. While Ernest and Rose's local family was initially very small, they established a new spiritual family and home here at Emmanuel. Ernest became very dedicated to Emmanuel and attended Shabbat services almost every week. He was active in the brotherhood, held almost every position, and was treasurer for almost 2 decades. He was the ultimate congregant who dedicated his life to Emmanuel and did so passionately, without expectation of praise or recognition. Next week, we honor and celebrate his incredible legacy as we name the Congregant of the Year, an esteemed award that bears his name. The dedication of Ernest and so many others, including this year's recipients, Philip and Donna Tenenbaum, is what continues to inspire me to engage myself in this spiritual community, Emmanuel. This year, our 75th year as a congregation, has been an amazing one thus far and has been incredibly fulfilling on both personal and spiritual levels. We started the year with a cantorial concert that moved our hearts and souls. We have been blessed with dynamic programs, celebrations, and study that have brought us even closer as a community. I wanted to share with you the top 5 reasons why I am so committed and inspired by our congregation, and the personal benefits and gifts that I have received in return. Number 1, for me, it creates a feeling of gratitude. Feelings of compassion, humanity, and a deepened sense of appreciation have awakened my soul since I've been involved. Taking a moment to reflect on all that we hold sacred and meaningful will no doubt fill your heart with love and gratitude for this community. Number 2, giving your time and resources encourages a culture of giving. Behaviors are contagious. If people see you or others giving freely of yourselves, it will likely inspire them to do the same. My parents were both active leaders in our sacred community, and their example inspired me to get involved. My 3rd reason, leading this congregation has helped me grow as a person. When you're engaged in spiritual work, you can't help but be touched as a human being. Your emotional awareness increases, your care and consideration for others and the greater community are awakened, and you have the privilege to engage with so many talented and brilliant professionals. The friendships and relationships that I have developed will always be cherished. Number 4, researchers say that there's a proven health benefit from volunteering. On a physical level, you are bound to experience an elevation in your personal well-being. Being a part of this community, I've experienced a boost in my morale, confidence, developed increased feelings of happiness, and found greater purpose in life, although I'm still on Lipitor and all those other medicines. And finally, number 5. Truly, it feels good to give. Deep down inside, we all want to feel like we have contributed, added value, meaning, and purpose in our lives. My leadership role has enabled me to hopefully make a difference. The personal and spiritual benefits I have received in return are immeasurable. Just like Ernest, who dedicated himself to this sacred institution, it is now our turn. It is our turn to lead, to give back, and to help build a brighter future for our children and future generations. So on this special day, our 75th Leadership Shabbat, I would like for you to find your place, to get involved like Ernest, the Tenenbaums, and the other leaders and forebears that helped pave the way for us all today. I would like for you to discover the benefits that personally and spiritually await. The year is going to be filled with more opportunities for celebration, learning, and growth. A chance for you to get involved and dive into the many opportunities that our spiritual home provides. I promise you will find it refreshing and rewarding. On this special day, I would like to acknowledge all previous leaders, both professional and lay, who gave their time and talents to protect and nurture this precious asset so that they too could pass it on to our community. I would like to acknowledge those members of our executive committee who I have not only learned from, but who have also inspired me with their dedication and hard work. I would like to recognize this extraordinarily passionate and dedicated team that hopefully reap the many benefits that community involvement provides. I would like to acknowledge Senior Vice President Jerry Amundson, Lori Lee, Bruce Letsey, Todd Slobin, Greta Pliskin, Ben Miller, Stuart Gaylor, and past President Jeff Basson-Inquist. I would like to acknowledge and express my gratitude to all outgoing board members and volunteers that have served on our many committees and have donated their time and talents to Emmanuel. I would like to welcome all incoming board members who have had the opportunity to make a difference in the future of this sacred community. A chance to not only give, but also receive the many benefits from being involved. I hope you're inspired and enjoy the journey. I look forward to renewing my sacred partnership with Rabbi Hayon, Rabbi Silk, Rabbi Fixler, Rabbi Walter, Cantor Simmons, Executive Director David Landon, Jason, Stephanie, Paula, and our extraordinary staff who pour their hearts and souls into this special institution and remind us all that Judaism is joyful. And finally, I'd like to thank my wonderful wife, Robin, and children, Gavin and Cameron, who have supported me during this spiritual journey. I would like to thank my friends and family, Michelle, Barry, Jason, and Lenny, who are also so loving and supportive. I would like to thank my parents, Evelyn and Franklin, who've instilled in me the importance of philanthropic work and dedication to this sacred community. You are the motivation that has inspired me as I follow in your footsteps. And lastly, I would like to thank you all for honoring me with this responsibility and opportunity to lead and serve our congregation. Shabbat Shalom.
Dolores, he did pretty well, right? Rodney, thank you for your leadership and for bringing your smile and your warmth each time you're in here and helping to do the work that you do. It makes us a better place, a more loving place, and definitely a more joyful place. Thank you.